In this video, I'm giving you the ugly truths I wish I'd have heard sooner that would have drastically helped me make progress so much faster. I give my clients these and it makes a world of difference. I've been coaching for about 10 years now. I've helped thousands of people get in incredible shape. We'll pop up some of the results so you can see them. And I just wish I'd have knew these sooner. They will help you. And if one triggers you, good, because that's the one that's probably most important for you to hear. Number one, your physique is a mirror of your decisions. Over the last 24, 36, 48 months, your physique is showing it. Not your genetics, not your past, not your job, not your decisions. It's brutal, but it's freeing. You literally have a resume on your body of the decisions you've made. The way your skin looks, the way your teeth color is, how fat you are. So as frustrating as that is, what you're doing now, you'll either thank yourself for in 12 months or you'll regret it to some extent. Maybe not regret's the right word, but you get my reality. We reap what we sow. It's always so true. So remember, your body is a mirror of your decisions. Number two, your spotlight will shine a success on other people's failures. I didn't say this, Greg Plitt did. It's like one of my favorite quotes. I've been listening to this since I've been like 15. It's been like 15 years now. Honestly, this isn't one of them, as you rise up, other people will come to get you. It's actually just a case of people won't even realize it, but this is where you're too obsessed. That's a bit much. Tracking all your food. These things are not always for life. But in reality, whenever you do well, people like to see it. Whenever you're overweight and you start to lose weight, everybody tells you look good. But then whenever you get a six pack or whenever you do a photo shoot, it's too much. Even if it was really sustainable for you. Like I stay and shoot lean, really conditioned most of the year round. And that's like a taboo subject that it's not sustainable. But like I always stay within striking distance, like a couple of weeks. And it's one of them things where it's not that it's not sustainable. It easily fits into my lifestyle. I still enjoy a beer, I still enjoy a takeaway. So just realize that if you ever get friction in that sense, it's not them doing it on purpose or anyone else, but just realize that's where like you can get jokes, it can be difficult, but that's the God's honest truth. When you succeed in an area others don't, especially when you come from a similar background, it will trigger people because you're showing what they could have done. Like imagine you went to the same basketball team in school as Michael Jordan. You were the same height, same build, same everything, and yet he's Michael Jordan. It would frustrate you to a point where you would probably build a story in your head without even realizing it. And this is what happened. Happened to me before. You see it when a rich person drives by and you're young, and I would have went, that's a drug dealer. Because my friends would have said it and it builds into that environment. But he's probably just a businessman who done well for himself. But you create these stories we tell ourselves. And this would sort of link into point three, which is don't take advice from someone in a field they haven't mastered. Would you take advice from somebody who's had 4 divorces on how to get happily married and stay that way? Would you take advice on somebody how to be financially free and be rich if they were broke? A really good example is, for say my father, love him to bits. I would take family advice, life advice, being happy off him. How to make £1 million wouldn't be his forte because he didn't earn that in a year. Nothing wrong with that. It's just the wrong person to go for advice for. It's common sense. But yet in fitness, everybody feels like they can give advice. Oh, you're dieting a bit too hard. That's a bit obsessive. You look a bit gaunt in your face because you're dieting too hard. That person has not got to the result you want and held it until they have got to the result and also held it for a time period. For example, me getting lean enough, doing it with hundreds of people and being able to sustain that shape photo shoot year round for them gives you the bulletproof method, just like a recipe book. You know it works. So listen to the person who does. I'm not saying this is like a coaching pitch. I'm saying this is a sense of go to the right person for what you want to advance in and don't listen to other people because they will steer you off course without even meaning to. They don't even realize it's subconscious. Number 4, eating healthy won't make you lean. Education will. I got in this stage whenever I was younger about eating vegetables and eggs, and it never really changed my shape. I would always eat healthy. Whenever we break down the nutrition pyramid, it's calories, macros, micros, nutrient time, and subs. If your calories are not nailed and your education isn't right, you don't build from the ground up. You're almost skipping calories and macros to do micronutrients, which is your health. And don't get me wrong, eating healthy is great advice, but eating just healthy foods can still keep you fat. I see it all the time. I'm doing keto, but they lost initially water weight and then are the same weight. Education and knowing how to periodize your nutrition will be key. So remember, you never know enough. I would almost phrase that as education is the key to your result long term, not just what you read or what one person says or just eating healthy or like a one-off approach. Number 5, you are not special. Your excuses are. Everyone thinks their excuse is unique. See the amount of times I get the text message over the last 12 years. It's not an excuse, but insert your special excuse of your child, your parent, your upbringing, whatever's going on with your life. The only person that sounds good to is yourself. It's the same when I make an excuse and I go, it's not an excuse, but it's if somebody else gave you that excuse, you would go, this is just an excuse, and that's fine. But just say a reason, and if you have to accept that you're prioritizing something else, there's nothing wrong with that. But giving yourself an excuse passes responsibility. And when we pass responsibility, it's a dangerous road. This is where we start to just pass off, oh, the reason I got fat is because of X. Not because our standards dropped or this or that, or it's because I had children, it's because I got really busy. And that is fine. That is the truth. But we're masquerading it, and a lot of people hate this. But it's the same reason as like, I didn't build as much muscle when I was in the fire service because of my bad sleep routine. Whenever I got off work, I wasn't looking after myself as well. I was bulking very aggressively. Like there was a lot of reasons why I didn't build the muscle, but I would blame the fire service. And it added up. But there's other people who are in the fire service that nailed it. I was just using it as a scapegoat. It's the same as people who go, this butt breakup. I would nail my dad, but I'm in a bad place. And you know, whether your mother's sick, your children, whether you're busy at work, whether you're traveling all the time, everybody has their own reasons. But there's always somebody in a harder position doing more work, and that goes the same for me. It's insane. And that's just me being straightforward. Consistency beats circumstance. You never want to be the person who even accepts your own excuses, because then you're just the person who justified it yourself. And that's okay. Some of us need to go ease off, but I wish I hadn't given myself such a bye ball a lot of the time. There's individuals who push themselves too hard, too little. You need to know where your line is. And if you're not making the progress you want, usually it's too much one way. Number 6, your body responds to habits, not perfection. If you're perfect for 2 days and you binge in day 3, zero progress. Doesn't matter if you're perfect. So perfection is not the key. Habits over motivation are the absolute most important thing. So when you get motivation, you want to use that motivation, that willpower, to create a system or a habit that is going to help massively. The way you do this is, when you get motivation, don't go, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow and smash it. Use that to throw out all the snacks out of your house that you would binge on. Use it to pack your car with gym outfits so you can go there on the way home from work. Use it to set up an accountability group with your friends to send photos in for progress. Use a system that keeps you more accountable to yourself or others, or makes the process easier. If you're just waiting for motivation to get in the gym and smash it, it's like waves in the sea. It's going to come and go. That sort of leads us into point number 7, which is motivation is a liar. If you rely on feeling good to do something, you're never getting anywhere in life. Discipline is doing something when you don't feel like doing it. So for me, I don't have discipline because I go to the gym. It takes me discipline to clean. Very transparent. I do not enjoy cleaning. I enjoy a cleaned house. I enjoy the result. And this is the same process for a lot of people. They do not enjoy the gym initially, but if they stick with discipline, they will get a result and then enjoy it over time. The person who gyms all the time and enjoys it doesn't have discipline. They just do something they enjoy. Like if I played the piano and I enjoyed it. It's like learning Spanish right now. It's enjoyable at times and other times I hate it. It's so difficult. But discipline will build your body, and realizing that motivation is a liar, and if you wait on that, you will go nowhere in life. Frustrating to hear, but so key. Number 8, the scale is always going to lie to you constantly. You're going to go up and down scale weight. There's going to be water weight, salt, stress, carbs. The trend's going to go all over the shop. There's going to be on days, off days, weekends, holidays. I want you to realize that the scale is only one metric. Photos are key, and you want to take the scale with a pinch of salt. This is why I recommend weighing yourself every day, so you break the emotional resistance or attachment to the scale. You just want to look at it like, oh, it's data. Oh, like it's 12 noon. Who cares? It's just noted and passed on. You use the data once a week to call where you're going. But just realize it's going to lie to you all the time. Do not get emotional and act like a 12-year-old. The scale's going to lie. Take it for what it is, just data. Number 9, most people never push hard enough. And this goes for everything. In sets, in the diet phase, in the bulk. The reason I say this is because most people will go 80% of the way and not realize that the last 20% is where a lot of your results are. The last 5 reps to failure in the gym are the main ones that trigger the growth. So if you're skipping 3 out of 5 of them, you're not getting as much growth as the person who's going the full way. The same with like dieting. If you're dieting and you just have an outline of abs and you go, that's me, because I got called skinny or whatever reason you think you've had enough, justifying yourself with some excuse, you need to realize that the leaner you get, the better you're going to build muscle. And you have to realize, am I giving myself a way out here? And really ask yourself that. It's like if it's raining, you can go and do your steps. You're just giving yourself a reason. Oh, I might get sick, or I might get X, or I might get Y. And I understand it. Like, I justify things to myself all the time. But realizing that the last bit that people don't do makes the difference. If you do what others won't, you can have what others won't have. I've definitely worded that quite poorly, but you get my point. To get what you want, you need to be willing to do something you've never done. Otherwise, you would have it. Next up, we have your body never changes until your identity does first. If you're trying to get fit, you need to act like somebody with fit habits. That's why people hire me. You know, we get them to do steps, we get them to track food, we get them to train with weights. And then you do that for 3 to 6 months, and your identity changes into a person who trains, who lifts, who looks good, versus your habits, behaviors change first and your identity follows. So realize that your identity is so important So it goes habits, routines, structures, identity, and then your body. So it's in that order. You don't change your body and then your identity follows. It's built for that process. So realize if you're trying to get fit, you're trying to get rich, whatever you're trying to do, act like someone who is already there. Ask yourself, would a gym bro eat this meal? Probably not. Would Cristiano Ronaldo get up at X to take free kick practice before training because he wants to be a professional footballer? If you want to be that, that's the standard. You set the standard of a person who's where you want to be, and you make decisions according to them. You create yourself in that identity, and you'll go there so much faster. Sounds really odd, but it's like, if you want to be a great father, ask yourself, what would a great father do? And then you do it. It doesn't matter how you feel, you just do that. If you're someone who trains, healthy, looks after themselves, you make decisions that align with that. It sounds really simple, and it's not. These are ugly truths that I wish I knew sooner, and some of them probably do really hit home with you. Some of them are very straightforward, but I think it helps to say. Hopefully they change your thought process. And look, I wish people had told me this sooner. I know that sometimes harsh truths can sound a bit intense and some people get triggered. I would have got triggered from some of these, I know for sure. But all I want to do is help people. And if you like, share, subscribe, that means the world. And if you want to work with me or one of the team, you can click the free game plan link below. No pressure there. And I would love to help you achieve your goals. Far. I'll see you in the next one. Big love.